What's up, and welcome back to Kind of Funny's Tron in Review. That's right, we are ranking, reviewing, and recapping every Tron movie. Last week we did Tron from 1982, and this week we're doing Tron Legacy. We couldn't get Daft Punk, but we have Andy and Nick. I'm Tim Geddes. Welcome. God, it's so kind of funny.
Tim, real quick question for I noticed your helmet lit up during that.
Yeah.
How do I do that on mine?
Oh, I didn't get you that one. I just got this one.
You were the only one who got the light up one?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, were they sold out or?
No. They had plenty of them.
Oh, okay.
Everyone, this is Kind of Funny's in Review, where each and every week we get together to rank, review, and recap different movie franchises. If you love that, you should get the Kinda Funny membership. It gets you the shows ad-free, and you get a daily exclusive show. It's Greg Way. It's awesome, and every single day it's great talking about something different, normally answering your questions. Thank you to our Patreon producers, James Hastings, Carl Jacobs, and Omega Buster. Today, we're brought to you by Kind of Funny Games Daily 2000 and all of the surrounding merch. You can go to kindoffunny.com/store right now to check that out. And this Monday will be Kind of Funny Games Daily episode 2000, a huge celebration of the last, 7 years? I don't even know. It's been a long damn time, and it's going to be awesome. So hang out with us next Monday, 10 a.m. Pacific, twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, youtube.com/kindoffunnygames.
I'm not one to throw... I'm not one to throw shade at the Spirit Halloween stores.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But, Barrett, can I get my close-up, please? This is what the costume said it was going to look like. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference?
Yeah,
Well, I think if you took the helmet off and put the hood on, I think we might get there.
I think this looks cooler.
You just look pretty cool, dude.
I think it does look pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it, everybody. Hey, we are talking about Tron Legacy, released on December 17th, 2010, almost 15 years ago.
Wow,
Runtime of this one was 2 hours and 5 minutes, directed by Joseph Kosinski. Do you know who that is, Andy Cortez?
The Top Gun Maverick himself.
Fucking Jim Halpert's brother?
Yep.
That was good.
Thank you.
He's an American filmmaker, best known for directing the films Tron Legacy, Oblivion, Only the Brave, and Top Gun Maverick.
Damn, my dad loves Oblivion.
He also did F1 most recently. And two big deal things that he did in our world. He did the Starry Night commercial for Halo 3.
Oh, wow.
And Mad World.
Oh, my God.
The Gears of War commercial. Yeah. So primarily works with CGI and a lot of stuff. Like he was known for both the Starry Night thing and Mad World being like very well-directed CGI focused things. And then obviously a lot of that went into Tron Legacy as well.
Find it kind of funny.
He wrote about us. Music, Daft Punk, baby. And goddamn. Why are we reviewing this movie? Can we just review the soundtrack? Because that's the whole point.
There are so many things about this movie that make me angry.
Yeah.
And the fact that they got Daft Punk for it is chief among them. It makes me angry that they got Daft Punk and that Daft Punk did such a good job and that this movie is so
it just doesn't deserve it.
Boring.
It simply doesn't.
So annoying to me.
The budget for this one was $170 million. Interestingly, the first movie, $17 million. Quite the big jump there.
Whoa.
Yeah. And, a different level of what they expect.
Yeah.
Different years too.
But yeah, budget of 170, box office of 409.9 million. So not really a success by any of the metrics, even looking at the time frame for them. They bet on this, I think, a bit bigger than what the return ended up being here. But they're committed. Tron Ares coming next week, and we will watch it.
Well, they should do one every 20 years.
Yeah, feels right.
They really should.
It feels right. Yeah,
It's weird that they're filming them the 28 Days Later franchise.
Yeah, just waiting for Cillian Murphy to age.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, weird. He's in this one too.
Yeah, that's true.
The film was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Sound Editing at the 83rd Academy Awards. And then one fun thing, I brought this up last week, but Tron Legacy to me was such a big moment for Comic-Con, becoming mainstream in the sense of like news breaking from Comic-Con and people paying attention to the internet in the way that we did with E3. Like there were big deals that would come out from it, but I remember the Flynn's Arcade remake, like place that you can go to in Comic-Con was such a big deal.
It was the activations,
yeah,
really.
Yeah, the activation, but also the panel too. So it was a big deal because the crowd effects for the gaming arena, like all of the cheering and stuff in the movie, was recorded at the 2010 San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, that's cool.
During the panel, the crowd was given instruction via a large video screen while text from Skywalker Sound recorded it, and the audience performed chants and stomping effects similar to what's heard in the.
That's rad.
Yeah, so pretty damn
really
cool.
Actually.
And yeah, so that is the facts that I got for you here for Tron Legacy. Let's get into what we think about Tron Legacy. Andy, I want to start with you.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, Andy.
Tron Legacy. I would say it's always at odds with itself. I think Tron Legacy has some of the worst writing in some moments where they really like put on a showcase of this is some bad shit. I also really dislike the trope in movies where a character is telling somebody that they know about important things and you're like, first off, I don't feel like I'm watching the first time you've ever talked about this. But for the sake of the movie, it has to be the first time you've talked about this. And it just doesn't feel authentic or real at all. Mm-hmm. And then you have the security guard going like, don't you know a crime is illegal or what? Like, there's a lot of bad shit in this movie. And I think the movie gets so close to being like, okay. There's it almost crosses the threshold in some moments where I find myself, as the movie goes on further and further, I'm like starting to enjoy it a bit more. And then it finds ways to lose me and kind of anger me and go, oh man, like why did you decide for that line? Or why are you choosing this?
I can't get over your weird little chin hole. It's like the fact that there's like a space for his chin and the mic's blocking it.
it's like
move
a tight helmet.
over just a little. And
I have a big ass helmet.
You have a nice chin.
I have a big ass head. It's like
a great chin.
Not quite it's not working out too great. But yeah, I think the movie suffers a lot of the same stuff that the first Tron did. It gets way too slow and way too boring in a lot of moments, and I just find myself very disappointed by the end of the movie and going like, man, this has so much potential to be awesome, and it's just not.
Yeah. Nick.
I mean, come on. Every time I come back to this, I want this movie to be good. I really, really do. Because I want to like Tron. It should be so cool. But you get 20 minutes in after the sequence where he jumps off and all that stuff, and that's kind of fun, right? And once we get into the Tron world, it becomes incredibly sterile and boring. And it's because the plot of this movie is non-existent, despite the fact that they tell you there's a lot of plot going on. There really is no plot of this film. The action sequences.
Tell me about the ISOs, Nick.
The ISOs? Well, let me tell you about the ISOs. What a cool movie that they should have made in between these two movies. This should have been the third movie in a trilogy. We should have seen Jeff Bridges go in. We should have seen Clue, who should have been a way different actor. Just make him someone else, for Christ's sake. And then see that. This should have been The Empire Strikes Back. But instead, we get all this exposition crammed in there. And to Andy's point, whenever you have characters that are forced to tell you the emotional beats, it is the definition of tell, don't show, right? And that's the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. We should have lived that. We should have seen that. We should have seen them coming out. And what a cool thing of like, hey, we've created AI. We've created this like brand new life form in the machine. And now the rest of the machine wants to kill it. It's awesome. It's obviously like, you know, metaphorical for what happens in the real world, right? Where like there are, you know, people who come out of the woodworks or like, you know, oppressed people, and then they try to get even more oppressed, right? But you push that farther with the technology angle, and it's really, really cool. But we get him telling Garrett Hedlund that, and in this emotional scene that's not emotional because we've been at this dude's place for so fucking long. They're at Jeff Bridges' cool condo for like 30 minutes of this movie.
It's a really cool condo, though.
It's cool. And then at the end, this is the other thing I'm cool struck with is I'm like, why? There's like no chemistry between Sam and Quora. She's not even a real character until maybe 3/4 of the way through this movie, and then they're just supposed to be sort of like fall in love with it. It's
a little weird, yeah.
It's so weird. But Tim, and we'll get to it in a second. The biggest sin of this fucking movie is that they called up. I don't know what their names are. I don't know what their real names are. I don't think anyone does. But somebody got that. I imagine it's like
Herman
calling.
Hulst.
I imagine it's like calling Banksy, where you're like, we got to go through an intermediary. They called Daft Punk, and we're like, hey, cool idea. You guys are arguably the best at what you do at the time.
Henrik Stenson.
Still probably are. Random Access Memories,
Go.
GOAT level. After this movie,
Yeah.
they came out with that. After they were like, oh, you thought the fucking Tron soundtrack was shit? Was the shit? Check this out. Slaps. And they said, you're going to make the entire soundtrack to this, and we're going to put you in it. And the scene you're in is going to be the lamest fucking scene anyone's ever seen. But don't worry, DJ.
The cane.
This movie, I saw this in theaters. And when it started, I would have bet every dollar I had that this was going to be the coolest experience I've ever had up until that point. The first 3 minutes of this film make me mad. Legitimately make me mad every time I see them. Because when you know exactly what I'm talking about. We'll talk about it when we get into the film. I'm going to go into great length of it.
I'm sure.
Because it's so cool. But everything after it is just bad decision after bad decision. And then the plot of the film, the writing of the facial reconstruction, everything just works against itself to make, honestly, a movie that I was more bored watching than the original Tron, which is fucking crazy. Tough. It's crazy town to say that. But we're halfway through the light cycle. I was like, why is this light cycle? First off, this movie should have been Gladiator. Okay? That's all it should have been. Guy goes into the thing, shouldn't be in the thing, has to fight his way out of the thing. But we get the games at the beginning of the movie. Why were those not at the end of the movie? Like the big gladiatorial thing where, like, you know, Maximus has to take on and like lead his people, and then they have to, they got caught and they're in the fucking games. They got to fight their way out of the games. And Clue's like, I'll fight them in the games, you know? No, we get the games at the beginning, and then we don't get anything else that's Tron for the rest of the movie. Nothing else except that cool white light cycle. I've gone on long enough, Tim, but I'm so disappointed in this movie that I'm dreading watching Tron Ares now. I'm dreading it.
I mean, that honestly, I think is a appropriate place to be. Dread is obviously an exaggerated, strong version of my feelings towards it, but I prefer Daft Punk to Nine Inch Nails. I fuck with Nine Inch Nails hard, so I'm excited, but I don't fuck with Jared Leto at all. And what we've seen so far from the trailers of Ares, I'm like, all right, some of this looks cool, but overall, I don't have any faith it's going to be any better than this. And that's not good, because I think that it needs to be a lot better than what we got here. I wasn't as far as you are in terms of being bored with this one compared to the first one. I was bored a lot, though, throughout this movie. And we're kind of just saying the same things over and over here, but like, this movie should be so much better than it is. Like, I actually think that it's not good. Like, it's like it's not even good. Just like, it's okay. It's like, it's not okay. It's kind of not good as a movie. And that's tough because on paper it's fucking awesome. And so many elements are fucking awesome, but I think it's a perfect example of sometimes you can talk about movies and be like, it's just a 2-hour music video. It's not even a good 2-hour music video, though, is the problem. Like, there are moments that are so fucking cool. The light cycle stuff is so sick. I love the opening of this movie.
Is it sick, though?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
It is. It's fucking sick. And the flying fight that they have, it's fucking sick. The costume designs, awesome. The practical room that he has and all that stuff, very, very cool. The problem is the world that they're in. Otherwise, the grid at the time, like, very much defined a look that to this day is still cool. Like the neon look that they have going, the way that it all glows, different than the 80s. This is a modern retro glow that is now at this point retro in a different way. But a big problem I have is this feels like watching a video game cutscene compilation on YouTube of the entire story of the video game.
Yeah.
And the story's just not that great. And at this point, video games look better than this movie does. And it kind of has that weird, awkward live action in a cartoon feeling that I don't think adds to the film at all. When it comes to the de-aging stuff, I actually really like it for him, for Clue, in the movie, like in the grid. I don't like them doing it for him in the real world. Like, I can buy him looking like that when it's
because it's digital.
It's digital. It's weird. Yeah, and I'm like, that's actually kind of cool. But the fact that they start the movie with him de-aged, I'm like, you could have just not done that.
Yeah.
And I think it takes away from then seeing.
Oh, it takes you massively away from.
Yeah, and so it's like, I really didn't like that. But overall, I go into this movie every single time thinking maybe it's going to click. And I think this is the time that I've now realized, because I haven't rewatched this in so long, because this is the first time it's been released in 4K and with Dolby Atmos and HDR and all that stuff. And I'm honestly kind of disappointed with what I'm walking away from with that experience. I thought it was really going to add enough. The movie was already cool, but even more cool factors. I'm kind of disappointed in the sound mix. I'm kind of disappointed in the HDR implementation. The 4K doesn't help it. Like, it's like, oh man, this was a bummer for me. I still think Tron's fucking cool.
I do too.
But I'm not hopeful anymore.
That's
just like,
my thing. It's like, and again, it sounds like we're really, really dumping on Tron right now, but the concept is fucking cool and it's really unique. They just need to figure it out.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, yeah, I was giving you grief about the light cycle moment. I'm just, one of the reasons that I'm so bored in this movie is that I love the style of it, but it's all the exact same style. And after 2 hours, I started thinking to myself, I was like, how come when they went into the Daft Punk club, it wasn't a different look? Like, this is a computer. And I know that everything's sort of becoming homogenized and sterilized, but like, you got to change it up a little. This is like the opposite of a Transformers movie. Where like, we always complain that the Transformers, when they transform in the Michael Bay movies, like they're just so complicated. There's nothing for your eye to rest on, and you're just tired afterward. This is the opposite. There's nothing to look at in any of this shit. It's so sterile. And when he goes downtown, where she's like, I need you to meet my guy. In my brain, I'm like, why isn't this like
cool,
the seedy underbelly of where all the programs hide out? Why isn't there like a bunch of cool people? This was your opportunity to make, for lack of a better term, and this is just a pull, Diagon Alley. It's Sam seeing the grid for really the first time, and all these cool, unique people that we could have built out in later movies.
Tron 1? Like, there was that glimpse of
why didn't we have that?
Or whatever.
I don't know why we didn't have a shit ton of different colors down there.
What the fuck, dude? Like, it's a computer.
Yeah.
Like, I know Clue wanted to like sterilize everything, but I think they committed so hard to the look that even with the light cycle stuff, at a certain point though, like, I didn't watch it in like 4K HDR. I think I watched it on my computer screen, so this is I was just taking notes. But like, there's moments where I'm like, this is so dark and everything's so the same color that I actually have a hard time figuring out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Because they're like on different levels, but there's the only line that tells you where the horizon is like the outline of whatever level the grid. It's a lot of choices.
Cooper in the chat says this was 2010. Yes, for context, that's the year after Avatar came out.
It's also the 10 years after The Matrix came out.
That story-wise.
So let's all stop for a second.
Stuff there, yeah.
Let's all stop for a second and just be like, The Matrix came out a decade before this movie. Think about that.
I was really bummed out by how, when we think of like, South Park member berries and stuff like that, this was, to me, is like, oh, was this like maybe the first recorded time of that happening? Like, there was just something about it that felt so soulless, that it felt like it could have come out this week with just how, with how Hollywood and everything has become like this. Yeah. But it's hard to kind of go back and go, oh, wow, you were doing the soulless remake shit, sequel shit before anybody else was. Like the way that, like, all the references and like, oh, that's a really big door. Like all that stuff is like, oh man, you were doing the kind of cheesy stuff that we don't like before every other company decided to kind of do this.
It's literally a legacy sequel.
Yeah.
Right? And I think I was, one of my notes was like, is this like the first legacy sequel? I'm like, no, you stupid idiot. The Star Wars entire prequel trilogy came out before this did. So it's like, it is funny to just even contextually, it's like the vast majority of people that went to watch Tron Legacy did not see Tron at all. So it's member berry stuff for nobody. You know what I mean? Like this was what taught people about these things.
We went for Daft Punk and the hot lady from House.
Oh, Olivia Wilde?
Yeah.
Yeah. This was like, seriously, like, this is the one that, like,
that's all we went for,
right? It was like her house in this. Like, this was the first big movie she'd done, right?
Yeah, and she was in the OC as well. But the image of her on the couch,
man, they just lingered on that so long.
And they cut back to it like 4 times.
They're like, we're gonna cut away from this shot, and as they're editing it, they're like, she looks so fucking good here. We can't do that.
Yeah, it's like, this is going to be people's desktop wallpaper for years to come. So.
Yeah, that image will stay just burning my head.
But I want to break down this movie plot beat by plot beat, and we're going to do that right after a word from our sponsors. Kind of Funny Games Daily 2000 is happening on October 6th. I can't believe it. We are 2,000 episodes into this daily weekday show. Thank you so much for your support over the years, watching us live on YouTube, Twitch, podcast services around the globe. Kindafunny.com/store is where you want to go to get this shirt to celebrate Kinda Funny Games Daily 2000. But on top of that, it's not just the celebration of Kinda Funny Games Daily. It's Kinda Funny Games overall. We're bringing back some retro merch. Look at this. One of the fan favorite shirts from back in the day, of course, inspired by a portable handheld system we're not going to name, specifically, but you get what we got going on. And one of the most requested unreleased shirts that I used to wear all the time, you're now going to be able to get kindafunny.com/store. But hey, it's not just about merch. It's about celebrating 2,000 episodes of Games Daily. October 6th, we're doing a mega episode of Games Daily. Be hyped. Be there. We have segments. We have guests. We're trying to get 2,000 super chats. What's going to happen if we do that? You're going to have to tune in to find out. We'll see you there October 6th. Get your shirts. kindafunny.com/store.
The plot. A group of words. I tried to type as many details as I could without boring Andy. What are the major beats? The catalyst? The turning points? Climax? Was this movie better than the one that came before it? I kept typing until I ran out of time. And then, one day, we talked about it.
It's so hot in the helmet. It's really hot in the
Smells
helmet.
like cancer.
Not as
too.
hot as
That's
that
weird.
fucking beat, though.
That's
and
nasty.
as hot as the
I can't-
beginning of this movie.
I can't even hear the synth in here. I was just kind of hoping I was hitting that stuff on tempo.
This movie
so
starts
fun.
off, and I have to imagine this film was everyone really trying hard to make something great, because there are wonderful moments of inspiration, and it all happens in the first 3 minutes of this film. You mentioned this. I totally forgot about this. You mentioned it last week. Future spoilers. You got to watch yourself.
I do gotta watch myself.
But you said the Disney cast, and I was like, what the fuck is Tim talking about?
Yeah.
And it starts with just that. It
It starts with just
ethereal
like
sound,
lights
and the
shaking,
lights,
and then they
darkness.
go up, and it's lasers.
lasers making the Disney castle. And not only lasers making the Disney castle, this is how much they cared about this. As the lasers shoot up toward the lens, you see dust on the lens.
They
That's
knew what
how
they
much
had.
thought they put into this. And it's so cool. And then it's just a dark screen and one little line that goes through the grid.
Come on,
Fire.
come on.
Jeff Bridges, phenomenal voice. One of the greatest actors of our time.
The line read of the one day, I got in.
Which is funny.
my
Which
God,
is
it's
funny because
cool.
it's a different line read than the one that Daft Punk used.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
He goes up with it. I got in
Yeah.
the movie, and then in the soundtrack, he goes, I got in.
God, man.
So good. This is the coolest title sequence of any movie. I challenge you, chat, right now. I'm not going to read you, but I challenge you.
It really
In the
starts
live
off
chat.
strong, this movie, huh?
Tell me a movie that starts off better than this. This is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life. The lines start forming a three-dimensional city, which then comes in and becomes the real city. And then the camera pans.
Mission
and what does it
Impossible
say,
Fallout.
Tim? Does it say Tron Legacy? No. It just says Tron. Wow, wow.
Dude.
And we keep going. I'm like, I'm watching this 2 nights ago. I'm like, man, I was wrong about this film. This is the cool. I have to be. I have to be wrong about this film.
wrong.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I played it back. I started watching it on my computer screen. I paused it. I went out to my living room on my OLED. I was like, babe, can you just watch this with me
we just
and
have
tell
this
me what
moment.
you think? And she was like, that was really fucking cool. And I was like, I know. And I got mad. I got salty at her.
Yeah.
I was like, now I gotta go watch the rest of this stupid movie. Because, of course, we go across the bay and we go into this cool home. This guy's a billionaire. He lives in a fucking 2-bedroom apartment with his mom and dad or whatever. And he's telling his kid about bum, ba, bum, 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 Tron. How does he
Great.
know the song? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
He made the song.
Did he make that song?
Yeah.
It was from the first movie.
Yeah, but in the world, it was from the video game that also has action
So
figures
was he
now.
hearing the song the entire time? Is that what's
It
happening?
was all diegetic.
This reminds me a lot
No,
of
it's the arcade game.
my biggest
theme.
beef ever in a fucking movie. how did James Bond get that Aston Martin in Skyfire?
Man,
how did he fucking get it?
God damn it!
We'll never
He got it in Casino Royale. At what point did he stop and put all the cool gadget shits in it? It wasn't there when he got it. I
was
digress.
new.
It breaks. But why would
it?
Q put old technology in this thing?
Yeah.
I digress.
Makes no sense.
They got a car that goes invisible in one of the fucking doesn't matter.
I think it does.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh right, they don't do the facial stuff here. They just sort of show him from the side.
Yep.
And it's great because that's emblematic of this kid barely remembering his dad because it was so long ago. Oh no,
No,
he turns and he's
here's
like,
his face, baby.
it's always the two of us.
It just hits you like audible. Another one of those audible, like, oh shit. Fuck.
Shit.
That hurts to look at. But again, me going back to what I was talking about, I hate that in this moment, we are supposed to believe that this is the first time they are having this conversation. And it immediately takes me out. Because it's like, I'm like, surely you've had this conversation before. This can't be
Also,
the
this
first
kid's
time you're
not
talking
like
to him about
3,
it.
right?
Yeah,
This kid's 15.
it annoys me. I hate
And the
that
guy's
shit.
He's sitting on his bed. He's like, and then John did, Dad. He's like, yeah. And then John was there, son. And it's like,
He's like, Dad, my fiance's almost here.
Yeah, it's gonna like get out. I have to fucking jack off to the porn that's underneath my bed.
God.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
I digress.
Anyway, I hated
Oh,
that.
I just wanted to bring up the Jeff Bridges kind of face stuff, right? Is what you guys were talking about.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me get footage.
Yes.
Yeah. It had that energy for sure.
He turns
Little
around
feet.
and I'm like, oh no, that's a terrible choice. But I hope we don't see that the rest of the movie. I just can't fathom doing camera tests with this and then making the call to do this for the rest of the film. The technology wasn't there. And candidly, the technology is not even there now. It's 15 years later and we still have this shit happening in movies. And I'm like, for the love of God, Hollywood, please I know I'm stupid and I know I'm a fucking idiot most of the time. And I don't know what I'm talking about 90% of the time. And Tim has to do all the heavy lifting in this relationship. But just cast a younger fucking actor who
Put him
kind
in a
of
wig.
looks like
Nick won't
Jeff
complain.
Bridges. What's that?
And then put him in a wig. Nick won't complain.
Oh,
It
no,
looked,
Kim, here's the point. If you cast a younger actor, he'll have good hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
it
Just
looked,
cast someone younger.
it looked like a Call of Duty cinematic cutscene. Like it was that where if everything was rendered like that, it would look cool. But because he's in a real world with real people, it just really throws it all off.
Also, the weirdest thing the entire time was why is this kid's bedroom clearly the like front part of the house? He's got a glass door that goes outside. It's all glass. This is like the living room.
Protect this kid.
This is the
on
living.
the first floor. No, man.
Then we get it, Tim. Your favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't even try.
No.
They were just like, we need something
What
here.
was this? By
I
the
don't
way?
know.
They were like, we're cooking with the visuals of this. It's just a bunch of CRTs and this like endless like sea. What is happening?
I'll tell you what happened is they were like, we don't have a thing that explains where Flynn went. We don't know what we're going to do.
The news.
Flynn's gone. And then they cut to him and he's like, fucking space Hitler out there being like, we're gonna do all these great things with computers, and his mouth's over here.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, pull it back. It's terrible. You can tell that they were like, let's just put an effect over it to hide some of it, and it doesn't hide it. And then he's gone for like the next 15 years. He's just gone. We don't know where Flynn went. Nobody knows where Flynn went. Nobody in this world could possibly fucking know
Any idea.
where Flynn has gone, Andy. Not the kid, not his dumb fuck grandparents that are sitting in the next room, and certainly not Alan, who has been on this adventure already.
Yeah.
He's been in the computer already
going
because he
upside
knows
down
what
on
happened. At some point, you would imagine Flynn's like, dude, I was in the fucking computer. The laser sucked me in the computer. You know, did Alan not check for this? You go down and look at the laser? Where's the fucking laser?
Alan's got to go. Like the FBI's been looking for him for, 48 hours now. If he can't be found, he's either dead or he's in the computer.
He's got to be in the computer again, right?
Let me check.
If Tim got sucked into a computer, even once,
Just once.
and we didn't hear from him for 6 days, I'd be like,
He's in the computer.
He's in the computer.
Yeah.
Guys. Especially if Tim went out and was like a totalitarian dictator about finding the digital frontier. We
Yeah.
gotta find it. We gotta find the new frontier. I'm like, he's in the fucking computer.
He's in the
Anyway,
con-
doesn't matter because Sam's here now. NCOM is huge. It's being run by this. I think it might have been the dude that was like Bane's accomplice, but not really. I don't know. It doesn't matter. And then Dillinger. We cut up to them. They're about to launch OS 12, And at the time, I
Really
remember,
thought these were going to be the villains of the
And goddamn, I wish they just like the first movie. It's like there's something interesting in the real world going on.
I was like, well, Cillian Murphy.
Like,
oh
oh,
shit!
shit, that
Is he gonna
sounds
be- I
awesome.
forgot this movie, Tim. Maybe Cillian Murphy's in that. Like, whoa, this is really cool and compelling. And like, until you mention him right now, I was like, oh yeah, that was a part of the movie.
I'm sitting here watching this, being like, holy shit, that's Scarecrow. Like, this guy's a big deal, obviously, and he's Dillinger's son.
Fucking awesome.
Okay, cool. Son
Again,
versus son.
That stuff is so cool, and I'm like, I hope
makes
that
you
Tron
wonder.
Ares deals with it, but I don't think he's in it.
I don't think so either. It does make you wonder. At some point, did they think, hey, maybe they'll just use Cillian Murphy as the bad guy? Because he could have an avatar in this. Maybe he's corrupted Clue. I don't know. Nah, he's just in one scene, and he's actually not a bad guy at all. He's just very confident. Hold on, guys, I got this. And he fixes the mess that Sam put in place after Sam duped the heavy-set security guard who, can't keep up with them.
As he's chasing him on the roof, goes, "Don't you know stealing is bad or illegal?" I forgot what he said. It's like, who wrote these lines, dude?
Well, they had to get across, of course, that Sam, he's like, well, I'm not really stealing because who owns the company? He goes, I don't know, some kid. Like, this guy wouldn't know who the fuck Sam Flynn was. Guy owns the company. And he goes, I'm the guy.
I'm the
I'm the
kid.
kid. Now, I just want you guys to know, you can own a company. And if you're working against the company and, like, defrauding the company, it's still illegal. I just want you to know everything he's doing here still very much illegal.
I mean, they call it out, don't they?
But we're supposed to, as the audience, go, oh, he owns the company, so he's just sabotaging his own company. But no, he's not on the board of directors for the company. So he might be the biggest shareholder, but at no point does he have a legal right to do any of these fucking things.
he also doesn't legally have a right to jump off a building, but he did
Yes,
anyway. It was
exactly.
But again,
awesome.
And then
another
he just
conversation.
leaves the heavy-set security guard up there, who's gonna fall off this thing.
Yeah, you're right. Also,
That
that
guy's
security guard crazy. Like, bro, don't risk it, man. It ain't worth it.
Again, another conversation that is just, of course, as a work of fiction, we have to suspend our disbelief a whole lot. But another conversation that just doesn't feel real. Like, they're just talking to the audience, of course, but it's just like Sam talking to the security guard. Hey, man, none of this shit matters, dude. I'm hurting the company. I'm not hurting your job. Well, the shareholder and the CEO, the owner. Why does security guard doesn't know any of this shit?
You know what I
You
would
look at
say?
any security guard anywhere, they don't know what the fuck's happening in any building. They're they just know, like, don't let people in. Like, that's it. He's like, why are you talking to me? Like, why are you expositing all this shit at me?
Not only that, but like take that conversation that they're having and put it up on a crane that's 500 stories above the ground.
Yeah.
That's not how people would talk. I'm like, get the fuck off this thing, dude. What are you doing?
All I know is that the owner is like some actual kid. He's like, what the? Shut up. Stupid.
It's me. So he lands and the cops get him immediately. In my brain, I thought he landed and got away on the motorcycle, but he doesn't. The cops get him immediately. I do want to point out, though.
In my mind, he did too. That's funny.
Nope, he gets caught. Because we start this off with him for no reason speeding and a cop trying to find him and him hopping over the little thing and going into the darkness. And I was like, that's weird. This kid, this makes me not like this character. He's just doing stupid shit because he's clearly like, this is like a cry for help or whatever. But man, I'll tell you what. You watch this scene back and Daft Punk is in the fucking kitchen and they are cooking.
Oh, yeah.
This. So nasty. Then he just gets out of the police station. And he goes back to his cool home, which apparently is some old shipyard. And he's got a cute dog, so I can't say no to that. He's got his dad's cool Ducati over there. He's fixing it up for him.
Pretty
And
sick.
who does he see? Alan. Now,
Great head of hair.
Bruce Leitner. Still looks great.
It looks amazing.
Still sounds good. Still clearly a good actor. And to the best of my knowledge, not super MAGA or anything. Why the
To the best of my knowledge.
I didn't look it up.
I did no research.
Well, you got to preface now because
But it
someone in the
is-
chat's going to be like, oh, God, one time you liked a Kid Rock song. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, now I can't talk about
But
it.
it is to the best of your knowledge, though.
The best of my knowledge. I didn't look it up. Why isn't he this movie more?
I know, man.
Why isn't he the bad guy? Why isn't he Tron? Why isn't he any of these things?
Like most, you said this, but like most things in this movie, he's so fucking awesome, but it's still off. Like it's like I want more of him, but I also want the more to be better than what we got. Like he is one of the elements of this movie that I do think is almost there. I think there's a lot of things that are far
I think
from almost.
Garrett Hedlund is also one of those elements of this movie that's almost there. I like Garrett Hedlund.
He doesn't bother me.
He's in a show. I'm gonna say it, and he's gonna make fun of me, but I watched him in Tulsa King. He's in it.
That is such a you show. Fuck, man. Fuck.
No problem.
I would have guessed. That would have been in my 3 guesses.
Well, it would have been number 1.
Yeah.
Because he's in it. He's a bartender. I like this guy. I want to like him in this movie. I just don't. Because they don't give him anything likable to do. It's weird. Anyway. He's like,
I
hey,
was
man-
going to say real quick, Bruce Boxleitner.
Leitner. Yeah, I was saying his name wrong all last week. I apologize. I said Boxleiter. I think it's Leitner.
I think he's the reason he feels kind of off him. He feels like the 80s acting. There's still like that leftover in his delivery and in his body. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, hey man, I got a page from your dad. And again, a page. First off, let's talk about that.
Let's talk.
Pagers haven't existed. Where the fuck did you get this pager from?
It's the safest way.
Hasn't existed in 30 years, 20 years.
I'll buy one.
Let's page each other.
Mm-hmm.
They were very frustrating to use back in the day. And he's like, hey man, your dad paged me. Could be something. Came from the arcade. Again, Alan, what aren't you telling me? Clearly you're the bad guy of this film. Because all of these things add up to the fact that you know more than what. It's fine. I'll go to the thing. And he's like, well, my dad fucking did his own thing. I don't care. Well, clearly you do because it's called Tron and you're going to go into the fucking thing. So he goes over to Flynn's arcade.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Please do.
This has nothing to do with the movie at all. I just
You want to talk about Tulsa King?
It's just a personal shame. At the corner store, I bought 1 4-pack of Reese's with Oreo bits in them.
I saw those at Walgreens.
The plan was to share them, Tim. But I sat at my desk and I ate one and I blinked and I looked and they're all gone. And I just don't know what. I don't know what kind of came over me, but they were very, very good. Reese's on the top, Nick, it's like the white chocolate of a cookies and cream bar, but the rest of it is like normal chocolate. But then inside of the peanut butter are bits of Oreo. Dude,
Would have liked to have tried one of those.
I'm so sorry,
That's
everybody. Like I just
Maybe next
the whole plan was like, oh, I was gonna bust it on a Games Cast and like everybody try my like
Oh man.
ate them at my desk. Damn.
Hey man, I got a page from a number that was disconnected 20 years ago, whatever. Here's the key to Flynn's arcade. And he goes, what do you think I'm going to find there? My dad just sitting there going, oh, hey kiddo, sorry, lost track of time. And then Alan goes, wouldn't that be cool? And then walks away.
Nick is digitizing away.
Wouldn't that be something?
Wouldn't that be something?
Again, Tim, one of my best friends in the world. If you disappear and Greg goes, hey man, Tim just paged me. Well, like, dude, get people involved in this, right? Doesn't matter. We wouldn't have a story. I don't know, whatever. You wouldn't have a fucking movie. Why didn't they just fucking fly with the Eagles? Because you wouldn't have a movie.
I thought that's your thing.
No, I'm on your side now.
Oh, nice.
Although there was a guy at my show last night that was from New Zealand, and I just kept talking about Lord of the Rings with him on stage.
Really?
It didn't do well.
Uh-huh.
I ate shit.
I ate shit.
Yeah, I ate shit. So he goes, Flynn's arcade, very much in a state of disrepair. Everything around it is junked around because I guess Flynn's gone, so now the whole neighborhood has gone to shit. Or maybe that was the only arcade there. Remember this for the end of the movie.
Oh, they made for the next movie. I was like, what do you know about the next movie?
No, just for the end of the
Okay.
movie. Because they paint the world in like this beautiful way to Olivia Wilde. And so she leaves this digital paradise to come to this shithole. That's all I'm saying.
That's true, yeah.
So he goes in, fires everything up. Everything goes at it, and who do we see? The arcade cabinet on the actual arcade cabinet from back in the day with the little joy. Tron, right? Super sick. If we had one of these in the office, I would not get salty about it. Unlike this shark, it was just a matter of time. It's just the days are counting down. You know what I mean? November 1st, Andy.
It's Halloween.
This thing's coming to your fucking house.
No, fuck you.
Yeah, Barrett's
No.
taking it home.
No.
In your Honda.
No.
Yeah, piece by piece. We're going to have to cut it up and take it home in shipments.
I love how
Honestly, it could tie the backyard together.
Roger made the best observation of whenever I ask to have something here, Nick goes, no, how would you like if I put that in your backyard? And it's like, this is in your backyard. It's like,
my place of business.
what do I put in your house?
This is my place of business. Keep your fucking golf carts. All right, man. Goes to play. He's like, I'll play Tron for the old time sake. Can't find dad. Whatever. Goes to play Tron. Puts a quarter in. Quarter falls out. That's happened. It happens before. Remember that?
Good little. I mean, this is good level design, right?
Good level design.
For the
Looks down.
quarter to fall out and go, oh, there's some
Oh
scratches.
shit! Looks down, scratches. Pulls the cabinet. Realizes dad had a hidden little masturbatorium. Right. What?
Some stank in there.
Some nasty shit
yeah,
going
yeah,
on,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Starts going downstairs. I don't know. That wasn't it, but I just wanted to do that. Goes downstairs. Finds the door, right? Open. Opens it up. Sees a giant laser. Doesn't give a shit about that. Doesn't even question why there's a massive laser happening.
You ask questions later.
And walks over to the desk, and we get one of the coolest shots in the movie, where he wipes off the dust off of the desk, and it comes to life. And I'm like, man, I know that we have flirted with that technologically as a human species. Why the fuck don't we have massive desks that are just touchscreens? It's so cool. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Like, just imagine you're like this. I mean, granted, everyone's like, well, you can't put that in your bag and take it home with you. And we all have phones now, but whatever.
Yeah.
But like, when I'm at my desk, like, how cool would it be if you're just like, I don't need a computer, and it scans your hand and it's just there. I think
in me.
all this shit is cool. The design of this, the brick wall versus all this stuff, very, very cool. He fires up the machine and he's like, I'll try to get in. Doesn't really notice the laser behind him. So he starts firing up systems and the laser goes, and then boom. And I love, you're going to hate those, by the way. I love that he's just in. That's it. It's not like a...
Oh, I was cool with that.
It's just boom, and he's in. I thought that was a really strong choice. Everything that comes after this, terrible choices. Okay? Because he walks out, and it's Flynn's arcade, but it's down, it's like in the grid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very sterile. And I know that this was the aesthetic they were looking for. But they could have done more with this, I feel. Immediately, we see a recognizer. And I shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Because it's dope.
It is. Thank you.
It's
Because
so
you were going
dope.
to talk shit about that, because I am so with you that I don't think that the grid world, I agree, it's so
not
sterile, and I just don't
It's
think
not
it's
fun.
aged well. And I don't remember if I thought it was cool 15 years ago, but watching it now, I'm like, I really think that it needed more. But then you see the recognizer. Every costume in this movie is fucking sick. Every single one, specifically old man, the dude, the long jacket,
Yeah.
the inside glow.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, there's two. Because he has the white version and then the black
I mean,
version.
yeah, both are amazing.
Which is sick.
I think the black's even cooler, but
I agree. I tend to agree. Now, this is where this movie should have diverged, right? He sees the recognizer. We needed an action sequence here. We haven't had an action sequence in a while. We've had a lot of talkie sequences, but Andy, this movie's called Tron, and you expect there to be action sequences, but we just get talkie sequences.
You missed a very important reference.
What did
Oh, hold on.
the Doogie Howser?
Everything. Sorry, everything's still. Separate ways. We had fucking
Oh,
Journey.
bounce, bounce,
God.
God.
Oh, no. Some days love will blind you. Ding those chains that bind you. Oh, no. Man, what a
I had no idea what song that. And I was so impressed that both of you were like locked in, and then the chorus hit my, oh yeah,
fucking,
we're
what an
vibing,
old
baby.
school party mode reference.
Yeah,
I would randomly put that in like 7 different episodes of party mode with no reason. I would throw in the whole 2-minute music video. That's a great music video. If we could just get the visuals of it, we don't need to hear the sound, but that music video is all of them playing air instruments.
I love that.
And there will be like, one of them will be playing real guitar, but the rest of them are air instrumenting. And there's like a guy playing the fake synth and a guy playing fake drums. And it's just like the funniest shit. Is like, they thought this was like a cool ass concept.
What's the song? title?
Separate Ways
by Journey.
Okay.
Oh, God, it's so fucking good.
That
baby.
was cool.
Were you aware of like you were playing the Doogie Howser theme song?
Beep,
for a
beep,
second?
boop,
Like,
boop, beep,
it was the
bong.
exact
Beep,
same
beep,
sounds. That was
boop, beep,
crazy.
I was trying to find. I had to scale it down because if you want to play the Separate Ways on synth, you need more keyboard. I don't got more keyboard.
I understand. It was great.
Thank you.
That was a banger of a job. Thank you for that. And thank you, chat, for supporting our lunacy. So we should have had him.
I love it. I fucking love
And
it,
then like the
dude.
instruments like fuse into place, but then they disappear and then they fuse back, and it's just like the guy, one of the guys playing keyboard on the wall.
I'm going to say something right now that I
Go
think
ahead.
everyone needs to understand
Say
and
it.
listen to me, right?
What the fuck?
Tune in, see it.
I think if Tim Geddes was born 20 years earlier, he would have been
would've
the
had a great
best
mullet.
80s music video director on the fucking planet.
You're so right.
He would have been the
Thank
Michael
you.
Bay
Thank
of
you.
music videos.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
I appreciate that.
we're in the world now, baby. We're in the grid, and we're in the recognizer, and we're just going to talk for a while. Now, this movie, again, I think the biggest problem with the movie, real talk, is that I think the story beats don't play out the way they should be played out. I think the story just doesn't follow a classic structure of, an adventuring tale, in that there should be a beat here where he has to run and he's caught. Then he escapes, and then he gets brought back to the games because of his dad or whatever, and he has to fight his way out of that. And then they have to figure out, they meet up with the ISOs, who are the resistance group, and they're like, hey, we just need to get his disc to the thing, and that goes out, and then they don't do any of that shit. The plot of this movie is as follows. He goes to the grid. Olivia Wilde saves him, takes him over to his dad. His dad's like, I don't want to do anything. And he goes, why not? And he goes, I just don't.
I hate.
And he goes, okay. So I'll go over to here. And then his dad's like, I do want to do something now. And then they leave. And then Olivia Wilde's like, I'm going to sacrifice myself for no reason. Nobody asked her to. There's no point for her to do this. Just that they needed another thing for them to do. They easily get her out. They go to the sale thing. We're done. That's it.
And then they're in the real world.
And then they're in the real world. And
Which
she goes, and she walks out
so
of Flynn's
cool.
arcade and goes, wow, this is a shithole. It's a shithole.
Yeah.
Why did I leave? I was a god in there.
This sucks.
This sucks. Although, them running the motorcycle, what's up?
I was
I
eating
digress.
whatever food I wanted over there.
We're not there yet because we get a moment where I saw someone calling this out and they were like, hey, that suit up scene, it's so cool. Is it? He walks out and there are just 4 of the best looking women you've ever seen. Now, everyone always talks about how great Olivia Wilde is in this, and she's fantastic and she looks fantastic. It's peak Olivia Wilde. Nobody talks about Bo Garrett, the blonde lady in this, who is just the baddest of the fucking bad.
I've heard Nick say that name no less than 17
I don't know
times in
who
the
that
last
is.
couple of weeks, and now I know why. It's because you were prepping your
It's-
mind for this.
She's
moment.
just
Garrett sounds like they coach Michigan like football or something.
No, we need to talk about this person more. She's fucking awesome in this.
What else is she in?
No idea.
Oh.
Couldn't tell you. I can click on her IMDb. Right?
Did Homeboy ever get another role after this?
Garrett Edlin, he's in Tulsa King. Oh, she was Captain Rain in Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer. Captain Ray.
Oh,
That's why you've been saying it so much.
That
too,
might have been.
That was not
That
that,
might have
long
been.
ago. Okay.
There you go. And she was also in Maid of Honor, but I never watched that film
Mm.
that I know of, that Andy knows of. He's in the middle, and he's like, wow, I lucked out. There's some hot chicks around here. This is pretty cool. And they cut his clothes off, and he's wearing the dumpiest fucking underwear I've ever seen in my entire life. Ew. Why am I looking at Garrett Hedlund's ass
Andy,
in
I'm
these
so
boxer
happy
briefs?
We both got to see Nick's full face for that because he's like legit disgusting, you guys.
It's weird. They're like, oh, it's a PG movie. We can't have him naked. Why would they cut all of his clothes off and just keep his fucking dirty
Did
boxer
you notice
briefs
this
on?
at all, Andy? I love it. I love it, Nick.
You can tell they wanted him to be naked. If this were rated R, he would have been naked. You'd have seen his ass. But then there's also this thing that and I'm not, this is going to sound like I'm throwing shade here. This movie was made in a different era. Okay. Garrett Hedlund looks great. He's a very good looking man. And if I looked like him right now, I would count myself amongst the top 2% of the best looking men on the planet.
he's got that Captain America hair.
He has great hair. But if he made this movie now and he knew he was going to be in that suit and maybe had a nude scene, they would have put him on so much fucking TRT that he would be shredded. And he just kind of looks whatever. In the suit, in this, it's just like whatever.
It's a below average.
But
yeah.
contrast that with Ryan Reynolds in the Deadpool suit. Broad shoulders, you see him, he's jacked out of his gore. It's that's where we've progressed to. And honestly,
That's where Hollywood's gone. Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad about it. You're not going to catch Ryan Reynolds in a dumpy ass pair of fucking Lululemon boxer briefs. I'll tell you that.
I'll tell you what. If Garrett Edlund's emails leak, there were definitely auditions for Captain America. He just looks. He kind of looks like
All
him.
American.
He looked like he
Top
could be
look.
he looks like he could be a stuntman for fucking Chris. What's his face? Evans.
So we're in. We've seen Clue now. Clue's wearing a mask for no reason. It's weird. And the games begin. And they give him his disc. and they give him the suit, and the
Program
suit lights
has
up.
no disc. Another stray. And I'm like, God, man, we're about to get some cool shit, aren't
Yeah,
we?
maybe.
We do.
Again, in that moment, Nick goes, man, I was wrong about this movie.
We start the games, and the first game is the Disc Wars or whatever. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And they're flipping around. I'm like, okay, we're cooking.
I watched this scene 1,000 times on Kazaa.
Yeah, this is not bad. It's cool.
I think it's awesome.
But I just think that it needed. Here's the thing. It's awesome to look at.
Because on 2010.
Maybe LimeWire at that point.
I just don't know. I don't know when I stopped doing crimes like that.
When YouTube came about and everyone just uploaded all that shit
Yeah,
to YouTube.
maybe.
Oh man, that was peak.
The scene's
That
not
was all
bad.
them
This
Cs.
scene's not. This scene together, like visually and sound, is fine. There's just no tension in it because we're not building anything up to this. And again, I don't want to keep beating you guys over the head with this, but I want to call into to the jury's attention another piece of evidence. Andy, log this as evidence 1A. The first time in Gladiator, when he has to go in the gladiatorial games, and we've got this big build up. We've already seen him fight. We know he's capable. We've seen his family die. We've seen all these things, and this is how he's gonna get his fucking revenge, right? One bloody battle after a time, and they're sitting at the gates, and homie fucking pisses himself because he's so scared, and he looks at his guys and he's like, "You need to fucking stick with me. If you stick with me, we can survive this. Don't let him keep us apart." And the homie just goes out and gets fucking head fucking claved, and it's chaos, and there's fucking lions and shit later, and it's wild, and he fucking beats him, and he's like, "Are you not entertained?" and all this shit. It's so cool.
I'm not really
and this one,
scared
Sam's
for
like
him.
this. Whoa, pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Oh, just that's wild. It's crazy.
Who's talking?
It's Garrett Hedlund.
not
He doesn't.
wrong, though, yeah.
He's not. He just has no. There's no like. Are you in danger? Or are you not in danger?
Yeah.
You have to tell me that with your acting, Garrett Hedlund. You can't do it, then it's not happening. So that's done. And then he's like, I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna fucking run out on the thing. And Clue's like, whoa, who's this guy? And the weird dude that's decided that's just really trying his hardest to add something to this movie. And he's just become the most annoying fucking character on the planet.
Yeah.
Like the bald dude with the cool like thing like this. Oh, who's that? So I don't know what's happening.
He's such a Star Trek character.
Such a sergeant.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He runs on the thing and he's like, oh, that's crazy. Right? And he's like, no, it can't be crazy, man. Let's bring that motherfucker to me. So they catch him. They bring him to Clue. And he walks out. Goes like this. Hello, Sam. I've been waiting for you.
For audio listeners, he's doing the weird mouth, like the disconnected mouth.
Got it a Cumberbatch.
It's because they can't get this. It's like when someone does too much Botox, and you see him on screen. And
You think the forehead's the issue?
The top part of his forehead doesn't move, but then this part moves the wrong way. It's always like they just have to animate this part, and it's on a loop. Just does that.
It really
All of
didn't
it's
bother
bad.
me.
The facial stuff doesn't bother you in this?
Well, it being digital and stuff. I'm like, it bothered me earlier. Like this, it doesn't bother me at all. Like this is what it looks like.
Just
It doesn't look good.
my thing is like if you're gonna make him, if I looked at this and look, Joe Kosinski's a fucking amazing director, and he's gone on to progress and become one of the best action directors of all time. Top Gun Maverick's fucking amazing. I love Oblivion. If you haven't seen Oblivion, it's awesome. You guys should watch that too. It's good. It's a banger.
Great question right here from your buddy Danny. Says, I'm sorry, are we skipping the entire Rinsler fight?
Are we? Because Rinsler comes in.
What are you hating on the good
Who
stuff?
the fuck is Rinsler? Why is he in this movie?
He's Tron.
Is he?
I mean,
Okay, cool. We get the Rinsler fight, right?
The
He's got the
Rinsler.
two. He's got the two discs. And this
Fucking
is cool. We
sick.
go upside down. We get the
Yeah.
moment where they go upside down. That's cool. None of it matters. It just doesn't feel like it matters. Rinsler, Carl Winslow. We'll call him Winslow from now on.
He's giving you
Rinsler.
4 booms.
Is just this character, and then he's done. It's at one point they go. You could just tell that someone was like, "Hey guys, we have a problem."
They gave him a negative character arc.
They go, "We have a problem."
They dropped into the negatives.
What's the problem? Oh, the movie's called Tron, right? Yeah.
again.
Yeah, it is.
Here we go.
Where's Tron?
Shit.
Oops. We fucked that up. What if he's Winslow. He's Carl Winslow from Family Matters.
Yeah.
What did I do? Remember that? Remember that? That was for you, Andy. That was for
Such a good callback. That is such a good callback.
I'm so hot in this.
I don't remember when you. What did I do?
so hot in there.
Holy shit.
It's just making me sweat.
Oh my God, I'm lightheaded.
Was it the wink after?
Yeah, it often is. Oh man, that's so funny.
All right, let's stop. I'll be serious. The Renzo fight was fucking sick. Okay, I just wish it happened later, and I wish that we knew who Renzo was, and I wish that Renzo was like a character.
But you did know.
Did you? They're like,
Yeah.
Renzo, get in there. He's like, okay.
Based on his poses, based on having the things, like how they all
Poses. He didn't do those poses in the first fucking movie.
Yeah. Yeah, when he had the
He
two.
didn't even have 2 discs in the first movie.
Didn't he?
No.
Well,
Did he?
fuck it. I retconned. To me, it was like, this is so clear. This is fucking Tron.
Well, you hear his voice for a second.
Yeah, but that
Potentially.
didn't do it for me. But I mean, whatever. They realize, oh, he's a user. And it's like, oh, shit. Tron fights for the users.
I fight for the users. And Tron's like, oh, man.
God, it was so disappointing.
So disappointing.
I fight for the user. Fuck this. Like
They really miffed that.
man.
They really dropped the ball on that. Anyway, it gets whatever. I will say it when it switches and Renzo knows because he runs up the thing and looks at him. That's fucking cool.
Fucking cool.
That shit's cool.
Daft Punk playing.
Daft Punk just
Fucking
destroying,
cool.
right? We go to Clue now. I'm just skipping around because all the action beats in this just kind of suck.
They don't suck. The action beats are the thing that just definitively don't suck in this movie.
Everything sucks in this movie.
No.
the action beats are where I get some semblance of, oh, maybe this movie isn't horrible. And then it kind of quick. It almost gets cool.
Let me just put it in terms that your young brain can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
I have this reference later, but I'll just say it now.
Your little baby brain.
All of the action sequences in this should be fucking amazing. And visually they are. But they have the energy of the underwater scene from Phantom Menace. Musa say me some people got oh, it's a big fish. Oh, no, there's a bigger fish, Andy. It's clever.
Damn.
I don't know that I agree. I think it's way more the podcast or pod race energy.
Okay, that's fine too. That
That's
Padre
even
sucked.
cooler.
That sucked.
Yeah. I like that. You hear that?
Anyway, we go to
That was a
Clue.
really good impression.
Thank you.
We go to Clue, and he's like, "Dad?" It's clearly not his dad because his face is moving off his skull.
Yeah.
Right. And again, to my earlier point, if you're Joe Kaczynski and you're watching this, you go, "Guys, we just got to CG this. We just make him a CG character, right? This is not working. It takes you out of the movie so hard because it's just uncanny valley on a degree that makes me want to throw up every time I watch it. I just get angry that they made this choice because it fucking ruins every scene Clue's in. And Clue is the main antagonist of this movie. And when you get to Jeff Bridges acting opposite a young Jeff Bridges, in my brain, I'm like, that should be the coolest thing ever. And it's just not. It's just weird. I digress.
It would have been so much cooler if they went a tiny bit more stylized with it to show that
like glitching out or something.
Yeah, or like
know.
even in some moments, like you see wireframe or something. Like it could have been really, really cool because nobody else in this universe had ever made a clone of themselves like that. Like,
Well, Tron.
Ron, yeah. Alan.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah,
Jeff
you're-
Bridges before with Clue. Yeah, I mean that.
no, but I'm saying like in the way that he kind of
Laura.
no, but those weren't their clones. That was like their
avatars.
Those were their
Programs,
avatars.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like in the way that he just fucking with the power of the he's kind of like doing the Groot thing with the environment or whatever. He's like I'm thinking of Split Fiction when you stick your hand in the
Yeah.
ground and the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the way that he's like able to become one with the digital world and like create a clone, like there were so many reasons to have made this look a way that didn't like just disgust the audience, you know?
Yeah.
In the way that like Princess Leia discussed us in Rogue One.
That was-
you know.
So we come to this, and he's like, "I'm not your father, Sam." I'm like, "That's pretty cool." Okay. 'Cause I like that. And from here we go to the light cycles, right?
Mhm.
Does that where we come from next? I think
Yeah.
at one point we see Olivia up there, just like Valkyrie, just watching shit happen.
Yeah.
And I'm nitpicking. I'm gonna dial back the nitpicking, right? And we're gonna talk about the light cycles. And they were like, "Look, we didn't have the technology back in the day to make them going into the light cycles cool, but we fucking do now."
We got it now.
And he goes, I like that they give him a little stick. He goes, "What am I supposed to do with this?" And then everyone laughs at him because you got to crack that shit like a glow stick.
Hell yeah, dude. Egregious
All that
slow-mo
shit.
as it transforms. It's fucking
Oh my God.
awesome.
For everyone. for whatever reason, Clue wants to come into this, and again, I keep
We need more
drawing
colors
the
on the field.
Gladiator parallels here, because Joaquin Phoenix's character, of course, was like, I'll fight him too, because I have to prove to everyone that I'm the shit. Of course, that happens at the end of the movie. It's the climax of the movie. This happens 30 minutes into the movie, and then we never see a game again for the whole movie of Tron.
At what point do you think the light cycle manufacturers decided to take the top off of the light cycles? And was that
Right
a
around the time they
polarizing decision where people were like, I like it with the top on?
Right around the time they decided that their backs were going to meld with the light cycles, which is creepy as shit to look at. Did you notice that?
I don't think I noticed.
As they're here, it builds into them, so they're like a part of the light cycle.
Sick.
It's very weird.
I kind of like that.
Well, I like the fact that they're actual motorbikes.
Yeah.
I think it's also smart. It's also just smarter because you can see the actor's faces a little bit.
Yeah.
This shit rocks. It looks so good, and this is one of the first times where, because we're in one of the games, the grid I think looks awesome. Like the way that we get the multi-level situation with the ramps and all that stuff.
Reminds you of Mario World, Tim.
Yeah, like Mario Galaxy. Yeah,
You push the little fucking wall piece that spins.
yeah, it's so fucking cool. Love it so much, and the Daft Punk here is just rocking. Having all the different colored cycles and what they do. The cutting off as it hits the thing and the dude flies off and like goes to grab it, then the other guy like de-reses him. I'm like, this is so fucking cool.
The D-resin
And
looks
just
great.
A dumb little fun Tim moment here for the last like couple months. She's been feeling the baby like kicking around and stuff, but whenever it happens, she's like, wait, touch me, like to see if I can feel it. I've never been able to feel this thing, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say I feel it unless I feel it. First time I fucking feel it. She's goddamn fist pumping in there, man. Daft Punk's playing, and the light cycles. I'm like, she has good taste, okay?
Cool. I mean, the effects here. The effects overall are just stunning in this film, and I agree. Like, there's a moment where I think one of I skipped over it, but when they're on the recognizer, they start getting like games, whatever this, and one of the guys that gets the games is like, he's so horrified by it, he just jumps off, and you don't see him close up. He just goes far down, hits, and just explodes in the digital
Like
pixels. Such a fucking cool effect.
It's cool.
Light cycles, cool, very very cool.
Olivia Wilde saves the day.
He starts to win. Clue beats him, and then Olivia Wilde's like, I got to intervene. Why she couldn't intervene right at the beginning of this? No idea.
Really brutal
No
though for the one dude that Clue like landed on. That
Someone
was
gets their arm cut off too, right? And it's like derailed.
well, it's just like it's the guy who's like waiting for his baton back, and it's just a bike just lands. Like,
Insane.
It's awesome.
Very cool. We get an homage to the first Tron, where she blows a hole in the wall and her little buggy goes through. And then, this is where you start asking questions, right? What is the grid? Is it just this downtown area? Because she's like, oh, my machine's the only machine that can go on this train. They can't follow us. I was like, but they have recognizers. They have planes. Don't they have planes?
Yeah, we saw him.
We've seen them, right? Why? This is where I start getting really annoyed with the story, because I'm like, guys, you're not thinking logically about how this world should work. You're just going, what should happen next? Well, he's got to go meet his dad next. That makes sense, right? Okay, cool.
I like to imagine that the planes, when they hit, like when they get to the edge, you get like the Grand Theft Auto warning of like, please return to the mission area, and then like the world, it just like turns your plane around. You know?
They go, and their dad's in this dope, and we get the Batman '89 part where it's like, shit, and she's like, ha ha ha, it's all digital, man. None of this is real. This is all in your brain. For all you know, you're just hooked up to a lab on LSD. We go to his dope ass like bachelor pad, right? And
But it's more like a Zen garden.
yeah, he's very zen. He's very zen in this. And they get there,
It's digital jazz,
and
man.
he walks in, and she's like, hey, we have a visitor, and he's like, moonlight by the sunbeam is whatever. He's really zen, water, maybe a plant, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And he gets up, and great scene, Sam,
Long time.
he starts crying. He's like, long time, yeah.
You have no
So good.
idea.
They hug, right? And
He's so good.
and I'm thinking to myself, watching this for the third time,
I gotta watch more Jeff Bridges movies.
oh, he's a fucking phenomenal actor. Hell or High Water,
I believe it now.
awesome. You should watch that if you haven't seen it.
Was he in
The Big Lebowski, yeah, he was.
All Quiet on not
All Quiet on
Western,
Western
no,
Frontier?
not
No.
no. Oh gosh, fucking True Grit.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah,
with
where-
young Haley Steinfeld.
That's a good movie.
He's also,
I like that.
I don't know
movie.
if you've seen this one before, Iron Man 1, villain.
Cody, Cody Sharp built out the cave with the body scratch.
What was the Urkel line?
What did I do?
What did I do?
I apologize. I'm kind of clipping through here, getting negative. Let's peel it back a little bit. Clues like, hey, I need basically the whole point of this movie is I need Jeff Bridges' disc. His disc will allow me basically to take over the entire world. I'm trying to make this the perfect system, and his disc is the last thing I need. So we can't get Jeff Bridges' disc. And to me, I'm thinking to myself, wow, we have this moment where they haven't seen each other in forever. And if you were to write this story, in a way that had tension, you would immediately tear these characters apart. Dad, I haven't seen you in so long. Recognizer comes to the we tracked you here. It's not that fucking hard. We saw where the buggy went. I'm in a tower. I could just it went to that thing right there, right? But no, we're gonna be here for a while, AD. Take your shoes off. I got some house slippers for you because we're gonna be in the scene for a while, and we're gonna tell you a lot.
This felt like an extended cut.
It really does have that vibe.
It felt like, this is the scene they deleted.
And the fact that this scene pretty quickly gets to the kind of like DJ club scene that looks very similar.
Yeah.
Weird.
With white hair Loki.
Yeah.
Now,
Who got another example, close to greatness, but
Michael
doesn't
Sheen?
quite cross the level of campiness. Like it to
He
me,
was almost Chris Tucker
Chris Tucker in what?
in
From, Fifth Element. Come in Dallas.
Almost like that type of loud, audacious character, like almost close to being awesome.
Close.
But here's the difference between those two
White hair
movies,
Loki.
right? And that's a great fucking pull. And we'll get there. But just to lament on this point for a second. Michael Sheen, great fucking actor. He's been in a ton of stuff. I believe I'm saying his name right. Not Charlie Sheen, Michael Sheen. Is just hamming it up on this sterile ass set where no one else is matching his energy. Whereas in The Fifth Element, it's so bonkers that Chris Tucker being extra bonkers adds to everything. You're like, yeah, of course. This is what a host, an MC would need to be in this weird ass fucking universe. And in this, it's like he's not even in the same movie as everyone else because he's so outlandishly like charismatic. And then Bo Garrett's character, who's like a sidekick, is like AI. She's like a machine that just can't figure out human emotions. I'm like, where the fuck are we? What's going on in all of this? But we're not there yet, Tim. We're going to be at this house for about 30 more minutes.
Because we have to meet Cora.
We have to meet Cora. We've met Cora. Hi, I'm Cora.
Sick name.
Oh, cool. Your dad's teaching me everything. Okay. Do I want to question this relationship?
It's a little weird.
This old man living with this very young girl?
Everything about it is fucking weird because it definitely then becomes like
little
semi-familial, where it's like, all right, he's kind of her dad,
Yeah.
and then they kind of have a thing, which I get that, like, I get that it's like legally okay, but like it's a little weird.
Well, they're all digital construct. To be fair, again, remember,
just trying to derate
1
all over
second
that.
here is like 300 years in the real world, so she's technically 1,000 years old. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hey, man, Sam, I don't want to talk right now. I'm going to go outside and cry for a little bit. We're going to come back. We're going to have some dinner. Why would they need to eat in the grid? I have no idea. Let's establish that. They never eat again. We don't see them drink anything else again. We got a ham in front of us or some sort of turkey. And then he's like, what the fuck happened? He's like, I bet you have a lot of questions. Yeah, Dad, you haven't been around for quite a long time. What happened? And he goes, well.
Dogs are cool, man.
What?
Dogs are cool, man.
Dogs are cool. Yeah, he's like, do you have any kids? No. Wife? No. I got a dog. Dogs are cool. Also, cute dog.
Very cute dog.
Very, very cute dog. Little Boston Terrier. Adorable.
I like how Jeff Bridges 1,000% added the word man to 80% of his lines.
Well, but remember, like, he was supposed to be, and that's what I love about Jeff Bridges, is he's like, he remembered the character. So often or not, you get the legacy sequels, and the actors is like, I can't match the energy that I had before. It's very difficult for you to go back and be like, that's who that character was. Who would that character now be aged up with all the experiences they had, both good and bad? I think he does a great job of it. I think he's like, as a Zen sort of dude, like the dude, I think it's okay.
Yes, I mean,
but that's who he was in the first one, right? Remember, he was like, man, what's up? I'm just this guy.
He was like very Daniel
kid.
LaRusso in that way, but like in the old movies.
He's like a surfer,
Yeah,
but this is like the fully evolved
Big
version of
Lebowski,
it.
though. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like this
It's
feels
closer-
way more like Big Lebowski than it does
the digital dude.
Flynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way, it's almost like...
Would Flynn aged up just be this way, though? Probably.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. But I also do feel like it's the filmmakers saying, let's let Jeff Bridges be himself and do what he kind of would normally do, because that's what the audience is kind of expecting, in the way that you expect Michael McConaughey to have that sort of thing about it. Like, you just let him do his fucking thing. And
Keanu.
yeah, exactly. I loved it.
So he's like, Dad, why didn't you come back? And he goes, well, look, I got here. I made a clone of myself. That was Clue. And I told him, I was like, you got to make the perfect system. You and I are going to make the perfect system. I started asking questions like, what happened to the original grid? because we have already seen inside this computer. Did they just shut that down? This is a different grid. This is the grid, multiple grids on different. Who's hosting this? Where's the
multiple
server
grids.
farm? I don't know. So I guess he's making his own little digital frontier in here. It's different than the first movie, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. He remakes Clue. Clue looks like a young version of him. The faces are both terrible. Now there's two of them, and I throw up on my lap. But he's like, I will make the perfect system. You were going to make the perfect system, man. Yeah, man. I'm going to make the perfect system, sir. And you're like, okay, this guy's already very militant. This is going to be problematic later down the road. Doesn't matter. Because he goes, then something crazy happened, right? We make this system, and it's perfect, and it's like dialed in, and it's like this. And then these ISOs appear. They just appeared. They're just this new life form that has been made inside the grid. What a fucking cool concept.
It's
We
so
get a
cool.
visual of them coming down the mountain, right? Very religious, chosen people coming down, right? This new thing that's happening, this spiritual, religious fucking thing that's happening. And they've got little lamps. But Clue doesn't like it. Clue's like, you told me to make the perfect system, and you've lost control of me, so I'm going to kill everyone. And so he's like, that's why I couldn't come back, because I had to save the ISOs. And then it turns out that some bullshit happened with the portal. Look, we didn't pay our bill, okay? The electric bill didn't get paid. The internet almost went out. So I had to stay. I couldn't get back. There's no way I could have possibly gotten back. Now, when Sam comes back, by the way, it's just a laser that goes on and off. I don't know
Yeah,
why the portal has
yeah.
to stay open or closed. I don't understand that MacGuffin bullshit.
That's
They just needed
a
a
good
reason
point.
why he stayed in there, and the reason is not good enough.
It's not. at
It's
all.
bullshit.
Yeah. But
Don't worry, this scene's going to go on for about 30 more minutes.
And I'm happy you did, because the flashback scenes here, the black bomber jackets with the light up zippers. Oh,
Sick.
shit, they look fucking cool. I wasn't even looking at Clue's face.
Yeah,
I
it's
was looking at his drip.
drippy. Oh, Tron's there also. Tron was helping them. Not anymore, though. Doesn't need help anymore. Now he's Carl Winslow. Oops.
What did I do? I want to say you got to give the worst fucking performance of the movie in terms of a character trying to succeed. You got to give it to the Rinsler, to fucking Tron,
The Rinsler?
because when the betrayal happens in this sequence, this son of a bitch tells Jeff Bridges, Flynn, run. I'm going to fight for the user.
Yeah.
I'm going to defend you from
Sick.
17 of these army dudes or whatever.
Sick.
Killing all. He has got the two fucking discs doing it. It's awesome. This is cool as shit. That one shot of him, it's like, that's a cool ass stance. You know, it's like a early version of it's almost like a superhero stance.
Yeah.
That's where I put it. It just looked awesome. And then Clue knocks Flynn down, and he's gonna fucking kill him. And goddamn Tron has the most open shot to just digitize him with the disc, like he's been digitizing everybody else in this fucking sequence, and he just tackles him and goes, Flynn, run. What? Why
Why,
would you?
dude?
He wasn't even looking at you.
Yeah.
You could have just
take the
boom.
shot.
I won. Oh, cool. Like, what a fucking choke artist right there.
You start sort of thinking to yourself with a lot of this stuff, right? What
Stupid Tron.
you know, a movie like this is action. You need to care about the characters, and there needs to be some level of stakes for this. But them just sitting here telling you all this, like, again, I would have loved to have seen the story play out. And then we see some of it here and there, but really it is just one character telling you why you should care about what's happening in this movie. And it kind of falls flat for me. And not only that, but the ISOs are always the thing that I'm like, why do I, as a person who exists in the real world, give a shit about these ISOs?
Because it's Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, okay, I would do anything.
Yeah.
I'd fucking kill both of you right now.
Jesus.
Understandable. Bear, can you bring up the clip that I sent to Assets? I'm only asking for a second from the spot that I sent you. This line delivery is the funniest thing you've ever heard in your damn life. Right, it's right there.
Are we still making this perfect system?
Yeah.
It's such a funny, like, I rewound that so many times. It's Clue walking up to Flynn and going, am I still the person, like,
That you designed me to be father. And he's like,
to build this system?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? There's a great line from Kingdom of the Crystal Skull where Shia LaBeouf, the boofer, after he sees fucking Indiana Jones kick the shit out of a bunch of people, he's like, you're a college professor? And he goes, part-time. And it just falls so flat in that moment. That should have been amazing.
Yeah.
Because they went with the wrong take.
Yeah.
That's the wrong take.
Yeah.
Did you just finish smoking weed? With Mike?
amazing.
What the fuck?
It's amazing.
We get all this. I don't know, man. We're in the scene for so long. It's just so much exposition.
But he
and
eventually
then-
tells Korra, I'm gonna go after the damn thing.
Well, Korra's like, hey, man, your dad. Like, basically, the whole point is like, hey, dude, everything I did made shit worse. I have to protect the last of the ISOs. I have to stay here. I can't let you. I can't do anything. It's weird. It doesn't make much sense, but I get it. You got to have the old character like have that moment of like loss of faith before he comes back and has a reason to do something, which is to save Sam. We also introduce the old like cycle here. Now, Tim, I'm lying. I'm dying. You know me.
Yep.
Is there anything that I think would be cooler than like the modern version of the thing in the new movie, but then over in the corner is the old version of the thing that is faster than the modern version, but has like a couple drawbacks to it.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, that's going to be so cool because they're going to get in the games again, but he's going to use the old light cycle because it's faster, but it's like harder to control.
Yeah.
And he's going to learn some shit along the way that allows him to control it. Like his cool suit, like his dad's power with the floor. And he's going to beat Clue. Nah, she's like, I got a homie in the town that can help you out. I'll just take it there. And then to add insult to injury, Tim. Well, she talks about how the dad's training her and all that stuff. And I was like, grooming, training. There's a fine line. He goes, I'm going to take the light cycle to go just dead into town where we've already been. And he's already, how long was he in town before the recognizer picked him up?
5 seconds.
Seconds.
Yeah.
As he's heading into town from the fuck palace that was Jeff Bridges, right? A sentry just sees him. Obviously, there's nothing else out there. So anything that's lit or mechanical at all is like, oh, I think that's a bad guy. We should pick this guy up. They clock him the second he goes in.
Yeah.
That's the last we see the light cycle. We don't get that cool thing again. So sick though.
Yeah.
Got quite the red mark on my forehead.
You truthfully and honestly do.
Kind of hard. Oh, there it is. It looks like it reminds you of Tommy Boy of like, it doesn't hurt here, but it's not so much here or here, but like right here. No, it looks good to me. Got nothing. Damn it. It hurts.
He goes into town. He's like, I got to meet with so-and-so. I'm trying to find Zeus. And for no reason, Michael Sheen's like, well, that we get introduced to him. And he's just hamming it up. He's chewing up scenery. Bo Garrett's there. She's like, she finds him and she's like, come with me if you want to live or whatever.
And I will say, like, I overall put Martin Sheen in the win category for this movie. Michael Sheen.
Yeah, me too.
I did like it. I just feel like it could have been awesome, and it didn't quite get there. And I think if it was Alan Cummings, it would have been there.
This movie's full of things that are so close to being cool.
It reminds me of a
still
lot of the guy from The Matrix Reloaded, the Frenchman.
Yeah.
Was that who it was?
Mm-hmm.
Where he just talks a lot. And you're like, why are you in this movie? Why is this scene happening?
Like,
He's white-haired Loki. Got the big
Oh,
forehead.
trust me. Like, it's the only part of the movie I perked up for because at least he's like acting and putting energy out there. He's got a cane. You're like, whoa, what's that all about, right? She's like, I'll take you to the guy, and he's holding court, and he's like, look, man, I don't know. Zeus might be able to help you. Clearly, he's Zeus. Why would he even care? Well, you got to be really careful. Everyone knows who everyone is. There's only 3 people in this town now.
Yeah.
There's not that many people left.
And you know what their names are? Megabyte, Gigabyte, fucking Terabyte. Like that's it. It reminds me so much of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Of like her
Ram,
name is
Rom, and
Nebula.
Dot.
There's got to be a million other Nebulas in this fucking universe. If you're like, if you're named after that common of a star thing,
You
like,
look and it's like Nebula's a really popular name, and 1985, now they've all just grown up and they're all Nebulas.
Oh, I said Star Wars. I meant
You meant
fucking,
of the
Avengers.
Galaxy.
Yeah,
Her name's Quora, right? Like a quarry? Like
yeah, but
quarry
I
that's
just like
felt like that.
RAM and fucking
Maybe we know what RAM was. But that's cool.
random access memory.
There it is.
fucking good.
Well, listen to that on the ride home.
Me too.
So they go there, and I'll tell you what, we walk into this club, and let me tell you, just sterile. And we look up, and who do we see, Tim? Both of them, Daft and
Oh,
Punk.
Daft and Punk. You're right. Yeah.
They were both
And we
there.
then see them 10 more times.
10 more
They
times.
just keep going as they hit play.
Yeah, and for no reason, he's like,
Dafton and Punker.
hey, I got to take a meeting with this guy. Hey, DJ, drop me a funky beat. And Daft Punk goes, and then just hit it, and then a slightly faster beat starts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, guys, you got him out. You flew them out from wherever they're from.
Yeah,
This
You
whole
gotta do something
scene
cool with them.
they're from
is
far away.
the only action scene that really let me down on this rewatch, because all the other ones, they kind of lived up to exactly what I remember them being, which was like very cool, could have been cooler, but they are what they are. This one, I don't think quite hit where it needed to. And ironically, I think some of it had to do with Daft Punk. Them being involved in the scene and the music that was playing. I'm like, if this is going to be the Daft Punk music fight club scene, and again,
It's got to be the hardest thing.
a
ever.
lot of this to me is cheating because 15 years ago this movie came out and we've seen no
John
less
Wick.
than 4.5 John
We've
Wick
seen
movies.
every time John Wick's in a club, you're like, that was the nastiest
That was
fucking scene I've ever seen in my
insane,
entire
right?
fucking
And
life.
the music
How
playing-
did they do that?
Yeah, it's like, and so this is kind of a letdown for, I would credit, honestly, a lot of the John Wick look and aesthetic that I love so much to Tron Legacy. Like the way the neon glow looks and all that stuff, like it has that vibe.
I don't know. I would disagree with
and
you
the
a
synth
little
and the
bit.
music too.
I mean, yes, they're in a club and yes, there's music happening, but there's like not really any lighting effects happening in the scene. It's very sterile. What happens is that
No, sorry. I'm talking about the club scenes in the John Wick movies look like Tron scenes.
I mean, to a
in the light
degree.
cycle scenes.
To a
cycle
degree.
Scenes, not the
I mean, there's-
sterile white club scene.
Yeah, fair. So Flynn's like, hey man, where'd my son go, man? And she goes, oh well, he was here for 18 days straight and he got bored, as did the audience, so we had to send him someplace on a fool's errand. Where'd you send him? Well, I sent him to my contact, who's obviously a bad guy. Because look at his wig. How could it not be? Great.
Is it a wig? I don't know. Wigging out with Scarpino.
Yes, it was. But it's a cool wig. And I think Bo Garrett's wig was cool too. And I like that they both have the white wigs because she like works for him, but then like they're bad guys. Or is she a bad guy? Because I could save her.
I really, really, really just wanted. Man, you bringing up like the seedy underbelly. I would have loved to have seen like
Yeah, dude.
anything. Obviously, color is a lot of the language of this movie, and I would have like break whatever lore you got, because first off, the blue just kind of looked white the whole time,
I know.
and I don't get that. I don't remember seeing any blue in this movie. It
It's
just
not, it's
always
white.
looked white.
Yeah.
It's
It's all
but
the whole movie's white and black. Like
but
there's
the-
not even that much red. Like the only orange you see is Clue.
There's
And
no
it's
red at
really-
all. It's all just like kind of burnt orange red, you
Yeah,
know.
it's
But that's why I would have loved to see the underbelly, to see pinks and greens and fucking,
I mean, I'm bringing this up like
Pinks and
last week
greens and
in
pinks and
Tron 1,
greens.
there was that one scene where we saw some pinks and greens and
Yeah.
like they looked different. That was cool.
Yeah, I wish they had sort of, we sort of established the visual language of that in the first one, right? Like good programs are blue, bad programs are red. We've got some yellow, we've got some things. I love that. There's a part of my anal retentive brain that's like, okay, what does green symbolize? What is that? What is that in computer terms? Is that like a virus? Is it health? Is it bad for you? I don't know.
Is it poison or is it
Poison
stamina?
or is it stamina? I don't know. Yeah, and I wish that the scene was just a little bit more like different, right? The movie's just so samey the entire time that when you get to a club scene, you want them to be like imagine a sequence where it was cool that Daft Punk they're the music program. They're not allowed to leave the room. They're just an MP3 player for all intents and purposes that sees things and like plays music to them. And so when the action sequence happens, they like turn to each other and go like, bom, bom, ba, ba, da, 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 and they kick a beat up that does that, which they kind of do.
Yeah.
But it's just there's a disconnect between what's happening and why they're doing that.
Oh my gosh. While watching the sequence, I remember what sort of thing sparked in my brain of like, this is what this reminds me of right now. And it's not only this sequence, but kind of maybe the prior 15 minutes leading up to all of it, including when they're with Quora and all the conversations and everything. As I'm watching this, I'm like, this is a worse futuristic, like Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay.
Getting in the club, the dancing, all that, like the chaos, the fighting and all that. It felt like we are doing this sort of like this journey, but we're in a different genre.
Yeah.
And we are, and it's just a worse version of it because
Yeah,
everything is lesser than.
It's dystopian but clean.
Yeah.
The dystopian doesn't feel
bad.
bad.
Yeah, because glossy.
Yeah.
And, but a lot of it also just has to do with fucking Zeus and the dancing and the
totally.
guitar and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah,
But
yeah,
it just
for
kind of, it gave me those sort of wacky vibes.
It's weird. Of course, Cora comes in, she gets her arm cut off, it powers her down, and then Flynn drops like a god and just shuts the floor light off.
With a
you're
cool
like-
jacket.
It's cool,
fucking amazing.
but you're like, you can like
Manipulate.
manipulate stuff. I'd like to know more about that. Yeah, You're not going to get more about that. We're not going to tell you what's going on. We don't. I want
only certain rooms.
I guess I want the powers to be more defined.
Because that, like, when they're falling on the elevator,
why
I'm
can't
like,
you activate the elevator?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, do you control this world? And if so, how powerful are you?
Yeah.
And if so, why can't you just shut Clue down? I don't understand a lot of what's happening here, and a lot of it just feels like they didn't understand it either, and they were like, "Just shut your brain up."
What I needed, here's just one single line, Nick, one single exchange. When he controls the ground or whatever, you're like, "Oh fuck, that's crazy." You know, I need the sun. I need when they're running on the elevator, the son to be like, "What the hell was that out there?" And he goes, "I can only do it every now and then." You know, it's not really under my control. You know, or something like that. That's all I need. But in any other moment of the movie, I'm like, just use your shit.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I'm dying, like, and I can only do it sparingly. Every time I use it, I fucking die more.
Yeah.
And Clue gets more powerful or something crazy like that, right? Or you just have a fun beat, right? Where he does it every single time, and in the background, it's Olivia Wilde just shutting the light off. Don't do that. That's stupid. I digress. She's like, bah. Now, again, everyone's gotten their arms cut off, and the second a fucking disc hits their arm, they de-res, except for Olivia Wilde, who I guess she's an ISO or whatever. They're playing fast and loose with what the discs do to you.
Yeah.
If I get touched by the disc, am I dead? Are we playing a kid's game where, like, the floor is lava? Or...
Well, the ISOs just aren't the same. That's all it is.
I guess so.
Like, we don't know that she's an ISO yet. Right? We find out when she's in the elevator.
Yeah, I think we know she is.
But like in that moment,
we know.
Right.
In that moment,
he sees a little logo on her arm that's like ISO or whatever.
Every viewer is supposed to go, "Oh, she should have de-res. Why didn't she? Oh, I bet, you know."
And I wish this was a sequence that was interesting, but we just haven't spent enough time with Quora at all for me to really care about what's happening to her here. And not only that, but Sam acts like really lovey toward her in this, and I'm like, I mean, I understand why you would fall for this person.
Yeah.
You're both very good looking human beings, and like she's interesting and cool and like this unique thing, and she's gorgeous and like fun, but like you haven't been through war yet.
Cool
you haven't
car.
bonded together yet.
Cool car.
You haven't. This is just the start of in a better movie. This would happen way later in the story after they have sacrificed for each other and fallen for each other, and he's starting to become one of them and all that jazz. But instead, it's like she's been on screen like total 5 minutes of this movie, so why the fuck do I care? Just throw out the window. Let's keep going, Dad. Let's get you. The whole point is for me to get you home. You'll make another one, whatever.
Shout out Rinsler for fucking sucking that disc off the back. That was a good shot.
Rinsler's sick.
Like,
I do want to shout out whoever did the actual motion of Rinsler.
Because
I don't think it was Bruce Boxleitner.
I don't think
Pretty sure it wasn't him.
I think it was whoever played Darth Maul.
Yeah,
Ray Park.
No, I don't know.
yeah, Ernie Ray Park Jr. or whatever his name is.
Yep. Don't
Dope.
stop. Cool.
Dope. Also, I do want to shout out
The wings.
the helmet for the Rizzler.
Yeah.
Just sick.
So fucking sick.
So sick.
Very Destiny. Yeah, it's awesome.
Sucks the
Did
disc.
you play the video game? Bithel's video game?
I never did.
Okay. That's
No.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I didn't beat it,
I
but
should.
I enjoyed it, what I played.
I don't think it's here, but I do think. No, I think it might be here, right? So the sequence is like Q kind of gets in the way. She gets sacrificed herself. They get away, but then like at one point, Jeff Bridges goes Tron, and this is like the first mention of him being Tron, and you go, huh? Whoa, that's Tron. That's going to come to a really, really, really validating conclusion at the end of this movie. Anyway, they're stuck in the elevator.
I'm mad at it. It's fine.
Well, I mean, it's
Oh, wait, doesn't the Tron moment happen when he captures Cora?
Oh, maybe that's. Well, he says Tron. He has two moments. He has one where he's like Tron, and then there's a moment where he sees him in the ship and he goes, Tron, what have you become? And he's like, wow, I'm Tron. Somebody help me. I hate my life.
Yeah, I think it's when after they grew her arm back already.
Okay.
And they're hiding
I might have
behind the
skipped
wall. Yeah, they're hiding behind the wall, and like Tron's, fucking taking her captive, and they're like, fucking.
Okay, so sorry, I'll just stick to my script here because I am jumping around, missing important points. They decide to sprint. Let's see. Somebody grabs. Talk amongst yourselves real quick. Oh no, Daft Punk's here. Okay, they get his disc. And they
Fall
decide to
down the
sprint to the
elevator.
portal and beat Clue there, so they're likely to take the Solar Sail. Remember that? That's from the last movie. And Q's body and they head out. Right? They bang out. Turns out Q is the last of the ISOs and of all time. Flynn's been protecting her by doing absolutely nothing. And then he says, "In our world, she can do absolutely anything. She can do absolutely anything."
Yeah. Great powers for a character to have. in a movie. Period.
Well, what I like about this character, though, she's very reserved. She's like, even though I could do anything, I choose to do nothing except for fight like every other character.
Yeah.
I don't have any arc. I don't have any growth. I don't have anything to do that would challenge me, that would then make it so that, like, Korra could have been the god in this universe. She could have been the salvation for all this stuff.
I mean, she kind of is. Kinda.
But it's not, because the salvation is Jeff Bridges sacrificing himself to merge with Clue, which is the thing that we all knew was going to happen, because he was like, the only way any of this is going to end is if I merge with Clue and die. He says that at the very beginning of the movie. You're like, oh yeah, I guess that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it does. Korra exists completely to be just in the movie, and then the cool reveal of her coming into the real world. That's like the only point of this movie.
Again, this, for sure, they wanted to do a sequel with these characters, and we're not getting that. So it's like, it
You know what
wasn't.
I needed? Oh, tell you what I needed, Tim. I needed somebody to attack her with the disc. Boom! She cuts the arm off. The arm is like de-resing, and then with her other arm throws those de-resed pixels at another enemy to kill them, and then be like, "Whoa! Like this is like she could do like
crazy stuff.
She
Can do anything.
Yeah, like she's turning. She grabs that dude's arm with like telekinesis and like pixelizes it. Like I wanted her to do some cool shit.
I apologize. I misread this line. When he said in our world, he meant in the real world. She can do absolutely anything. So the whole point was that the ISOs were supposed to, if they get into the real world, can just be like, can do all sorts of cool shit.
Yeah, so what's that going to look like? We'll never know.
We'll never know. We'll never fucking know.
Yeah,
So I do apologize.
It would be so funny if Tron Ares is like not even a sequel.
I don't think it is.
What?
I don't think it is at all. I mean, it's in the same world, but like, I don't think that we're going to get any reference to like this stuff in this movie.
That's awesome.
Let's see. We get a completely pointless scene between Zeus and Clue. Clue steals the disc. And he's like, hey, man, I got this disc, so we're going to be cool, right? He's like, yeah, absolutely. He just fucking kills him. It's like,
Blows up the building.
Blows up the building.
They fly away on the recognizers.
making the perfect system. They find out Clue building an army of old programs that he's taken over to bring into the real world.
This is the most Metal Gear Solid 2 when it got fucking weird and you're like, what are you saying now type stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, right.
When everything starts glitching out and shit and you're like, you're not making any sense, dude.
I need somebody to just screen. I need a screenshot from the first 10 seconds of this video of me and Nick standing up in our suits dancing to now. Like, I'm leaning back in my chair, fucking tired. Nick's got his suit off, just like, and
Parts
it's
of me
just,
are itchy.
he's just kind of leaning over, reading from a laptop.
I'm just very itchy.
This is a different energy, man. How does Daft Punk do it? You know?
Again, I just want to pull that in. That's what we're supposed to do. Somebody photoshopped that.
It's a good time.
So the whole point is that they got to get on the solar cylinder and get out, right? They see this army, this massive army. And again, if Clue gets the disc, he can open up the portal and then take the army into the real world where they'll be gods. And that's presumably what Tron Ares is going to sort of broach that topic, right? We've already seen a bunch of people coming through, and so no future spoilers, but that's the whole point of it. Too little, too late. I don't care. I just want this movie to be over at this point. I may have missed why she does this, but at a certain point, Korra goes, they're just going to keep looking for me, so I'm going to go sacrifice myself. Runs out. Carl Winslow gets her. And she's just captured now?
Yeah.
Did I miss something?
They're like, don't save her. Like, we got to use this opportunity. Like, they're going to, fucking what's his face? Chris Evans wants to go save her.
Yeah. So he goes up and he saves her. Pretty easy. Not that hard. Beats Renslow.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, he goes up and gets her. And then they fly off.
He throws the disc and then Core like kicks it up at him and then like fucks it. Remember that? Like,
yeah.
That was kind of cool.
It's cool.
I feel like there was a lot of effort there.
I just feel like they were like, I just kept asking myself, why did she do that? Why did she do that? I don't know the answer. I'm legit asking you guys.
I
do
don't know.
Maybe it was in Thunderbolts where it was like, she's doing this to give us a chance.
But it's not like anyone had found them or like they can't just walk over to the ship. They're like by the ship they were going to go.
It didn't feel like sacrifice time.
No, it felt like, hey, we're like in another movie, you're pinned down and they really want me or they really want Andy. So I'm going to draw their fire over this way. And you guys, she was just like, they were just hiding. And she's like, I'll just run out in front of this guy. And then he's like, oh, they're here. Like clearly, whatever. It's weird. I think they just needed another beat of action, and they needed more escalation toward the end of this, but it doesn't matter. Because he ends up saving her, and he jumps out with a parachute. That we did establish in the beginning. We saw the parachutes in the beginning. And so they come here, and that mirrors what he did in the beginning. Dad's like,
man.
where'd you learn that, man? And he's like, NCOM, I've done it before. And his dad's like,
Yeah. Did you like it? Yeah?
yeah? So they're on the solar cylinder now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I need you to do me a favor before we get there. And he trades discs with Boar. She puts her disc on, he puts her disc on, just in case. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Right? And this is where we go into, oh, no, wait. Yes. I apologize. We skipped it. They're not on the solar sailor. They're on airplanes.
Yeah.
We need to keep that. They call them light planes, I want to say.
They're fucking awesome.
And we get the moment where Renslow and Clue jump out of the
cycles.
fucking thing and go snap, and then the planes kind of fly around them. And the sequence, again, like the light cycle sequence, very visually pleasing. The jet streams that are actually just like the light cycle streams.
It's
that can, like, hurt
incredibly
people.
cool. And it's the only hope that I have for Tron Ares is in the trailer. Plot, Jared Leto, so much shit. I'm like, I know I'm not going to like it. But seeing the cycle stuff and the jets in the real world, I'm like, this looks freaking cool, and I hope they do cool things with it.
I think it's. I do need to clarify something because I think I brought this up on one of the Kind of Funny streams recently. That I think there are some people that are misunderstanding. Some people just aren't fully aware and are like, I don't think Jared Leto. I saw some comments going like, I don't think Jared Leto's that bad of an actor. I don't know why they're saying all this stuff. It's like, no, it's not.
Has nothing to do with
It's not
him
the
being an
acting
actor.
stuff.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
That's the
he's-
problem.
I think it's less
Yeah.
the acting and more the sex cult or whatever.
Yeah,
how they
he's
started.
you got to throw the word allegedly in there, but I think allegedly. he's a sexual predator and a sexual deviant and
Allegedly.
sexual criminal allegedly.
Admittedly, sending used condoms to fellow actors. and shit.
yeah,
Yeah, but Greg and I send used condoms back and forth. with
That
each
is
other all the
true.
time.
I mean,
don't know where he gets
that's
this from.
between two consenting adults.
That is
okay?
true.
That's true. And he's gonna get a couple.
But anyway, yeah, I just thought it was funny. There's some people that weren't aware of that, and they were like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's that bad. I was like, no, he's not. He's a perfectly fine actor. He's just not a good human, not
So-
a good person.
Papa steals a ship downstairs. They jump out. They get in the ship, ready to rock and roll. Far out, man. Cool. Start the aerial combat. Visually, see, again, my critique, like the light cycle sequence, visually great. I think just there's something missing
Oh yeah,
to me about the way this is choreographed.
I mean,
There's no tension in
a
it.
note that I put down here is like, I wish that the Top Gun Maverick director directed this movie.
Yes.
And what
The
I mean
same
by
guy.
that is,
yes.
at the time, like the man that directed Maverick understands the pacing of these scenes in a
Yes.
way that this movie lacks entirely. It looks cool, but it doesn't have, it has so much style, but it doesn't have enough unique style to it when it
But-
comes to the choreography.
Maybe his failure here is what got him there, Tim?
Maybe.
Maybe it was a learning experience.
I mean,
Maybe.
definitely, right? I mean, this is this movie's not like a complete and total, utter like failure, but it is, you can
Just
definitely,
wasted potential.
is very much wasted potential. And this sequence is a perfect example of that. And I keep coming back to the fact that, another sequence like this that was made 30 years earlier in Star Wars, where you've got one of our characters flying the ship and he goes, fuck, we need someone to shoot. Well, guess what? We got two characters. We do have an old man and a fucking big dog, but whatever. They're not the main characters of the film, right? The main characters of this film are Jeff Bridges and Sam. What does Jeff Bridges do the entire time? Does he shoot? No. Does he pilot? No. He just says, far out, man. He sits in the fucking co-pilot seat. He does nothing.
Yeah.
They give him nothing to do. And then Sam's stuff just feels like busy work. Because, of course, he's out there fucking murdering people with the streams.
I mean, I would argue that he is more the Obi-Wan character in the Star Wars.
I suppose.
I really,
but then
really just
Cora
hated-
needs to be
Doing something cooler. Yeah.
She needs to be a fully formed character. She needs to be the Han Solo character. And if you think about her, do you think Princess Leia? Do you think Han Solo? No, you just think like she's just in this movie.
I
They didn't give her
really,
shit to do.
really hated. Hope you know how to swim or whatever. Like, ugh.
This is where we get the Tron line where Tron just goes over and it's like, Tron, what have you become? And Tron's like, oh, fuck, what have I become? That's the only reason why he decides, unless I'm wrong, the only reason why Tron decides to fight for the users again is because his old friend's like, what are you doing, man? And he's like, oh, fuck, you're right, dude. I just got lost in that.
I mean, I think the biggest thing is there's a lot of don't think about it. Just assume what we're showing you is what has happened. Because at some point, Tron must have been brainwashed and over time, like recoded or something to be this the Rinsler. Like,
Awesome.
But in any other movie, we see one or two other references of
Absolutely.
Tron going like, this isn't right.
Or the whole fucking point of the movie is to break him out of that. You tell me the rules, you tell me how to break those rules, and you show me the characters doing that. That's exciting to see.
Totally.
You don't just go, Tron, what's up, man? And then have him be like, you're right, I fight for the users, and then take on Clue and then fall into an ocean. Suppose she's not dead.
Really bad line delivery there too. I
Just-
fight for
just
the users.
Super disappointing and very much feels shoehorned in this.
yeah.
All of it feels shoehorned in. He dies. Clue, of course, handily, very, very handy, has another fucking plane. So he just goes, and you're like, okay, cool. So they get to the portal, the input-output station, right? Which we've seen before, which is cool. And who's waiting for
No, he got the plane from Tron, didn't he?
I forget. I think
Because Clue's plane broke.
the Tron's plane broke. I forget. He got it from either Tron or someone else.
He
It was
got
cool how they did
he
it.
got
Poor
it like
Ivy.
from him and in
it
their
was a
mid-air
second-
flight. I thought he like
Yeah,
stole
yeah,
it from
yeah.
him.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I think he stole it from him.
Either way, he moves on. They get to the input-output station. Cool shot. They come over the thing. Clue's there. Like, man, you said we were gonna like hang out and stuff, make this cool system. He's like, man, you went too hard on it, dog. Like, I just want to play the game for 5 seconds, and Nick played Dune for 300 hours.
Yeah.
Stop playing. Stop it.
Move
Let
on,
it go.
man.
Move fucking on. Right. We got to get there. Quora has a grappling hook now. That's cool. Did you know she had that?
She can do anything.
in the real world, not here. In here, she just can't. do
Right.
shit. She can
Right.
just regenerate
That's true,
herself.
that is true.
Right. He's like, "Go, Sam. It's cool." And he's like, "You fucked me, man. This was gonna be so cool." I wrote some of it down. I created the perfect system. And he goes, "The thing about perfection is that it's unknowable. It's impossible, but it's also right in front of us the entire time. So it is knowable."
Like, what are you saying?
Read the lines you've written, you fucking people. Who wrote that? It's unknowable, man. But it's like, but it is knowable. It's right there. Hey, man, I thought I wanted that. I don't, is what he's saying. What I really wanted was family, this imperfection that is family dynamics. And that's what I'm really missing. And I realized that the real world is actually better than this world. That's why I want to bring her into the real world. Where she can do anything. What can she do? I don't know.
We'll find out, though.
Fucking
no, we
we're
won't.
gonna know. But he's like, they go, and he shuts down the bridge. I know that I've been harsh on this movie, everyone, and I know that a lot of you have tuned out by now. But if you've made it this far, the beginning of this movie, the beginning shots of this movie, and the last shot of the movie are fucking nasty.
When the score starts,
When you get
hitting,
it, and
I
we
forgive
finally-
everything.
we finally get-
holding it up.
It's not even this shot. It's like the shot from the original movie too. She's doing it. She's doing the pose, and he does the thing. We
It's
finally
so
get the poster
awesome.
shot, and it's fucking sick. And then Clue goes, "Fuck that, Jazz!" Right? There was the switcheroo where he thinks he has the disc, and he looks, and he's like, "Shit, it's Cora's disc," because he whatever. And he starts running.
Really scary when he's
And his-
jumping at him.
Yeah,
it felt like a 3D movie. Like, oh, get that CG monster away. It's scary.
And he jumps, and Flynn goes, he uses the force,
Yeah.
and pulls him back. And then he's like, "Man, what the fuck?" And he just sucks him in.
And it's so stupid, but it fucking rules. I really, really loved this part.
It was cool. It was hype.
And he sacrifices himself, which he could have done at any time.
He learned a lesson, though.
He did. I don't know what
I
that
do
lesson was,
like, I
but he
do like
learned
to
it.
think that when the explosion happens, that in the moment he was like, fuck, I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Because that was kind of crazy.
I put a lot of people in danger with this.
Let's see.
Digital jazz, man.
They left, and everything explodes. Everything's fine. Sam and Cora back in the real world, and he talks to her about like, she's like, "What's the sun look like?" And he's like, "Well, it looks like just orange. And it's up there. It's gonna be beautiful. You're gonna love it." She steps out into a demilitarized zone, and I would be like, "This is it.
Yeah.
It's dark." I'm like, "Where's the sun? Give me the red pill. Let me go
Yeah.
back in. This is not good."
I liked it.
Well, then, because she's like, "Come on."
Them on the motorcycle.
They get on the
like,
motorcycle,
her
she's
feeling
riding.
the sun
well,
on
we
her.
finally get the sun.
That was
Yeah.
nice.
And it's fun.
Very, very,
That was
very
nice.
cool.
And
And
then it's
I
just
I
like-
do remember leaving the theater with Curran and them and just being like, I don't think I've ever been this disappointed from a movie at that point in my life. Like, it really was like a going in, there's no way we don't love this. And it hurt to not love it.
Yeah.
But I do remember the end, the beginning and end
it's like-
hitting so hard for me, and her being in the real world and the way they did all this. I'm like, I can't wait for the sequel, though. Like, I really hope we get more of
Oh, I'm
this.
fucking pumped.
And we're never going to get it. So
We're going to get some of it.
well,
Ares is going to be something.
we're not going to get her. We're not Olivia Wilde's not in it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe she is. I don't
doubt
know.
it.
But like it's just like I want to know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ragu. Ragu.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think you're coming through.
Wait, it's a vocoder.
You can't hear us, can he?
Yeah,
That's really cool.
Yeah, like,
a little bit
That's
there.
really cool.
Sometimes it wasn't just picking you up at all, though.
We figured out the vocoder.
Andy, that might have been the coolest thing you've ever
That's
done. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bad Guys Talk Bad Guys here for the Tron verse. Where are we going to put Clue and the Rinsler?
I mean, I unfortunately think by default these are number one, just because the fight scenes were actually cool with the Rinsler.
I would agree.
And like,
I mean, they do something, and the first one was just Dillinger, or it was
Yeah.
just not Dillinger. Fucking.
you know what? I'll fucking say it. Cillian Murphy in this movie is better than any of the bad guys
that's
in,
fair.
in the last one.
That's
So,
He spoke about a sentence and a half too.
I'm just gonna put Cillian Murphy.
yeah, fuck it. I'm down for
There you go.
that, dude. Love that.
I will say, yeah. So okay, so 1 is Cillian Murphy, and 2 is Dillinger and Sark in the Master Control Program (MCP),
Yeah.
and that's Ragu Bangu.
And that's Ragu Bagu,
There
everybody.
it is.
Ragu.
How about Secret Delights? You want to do one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Secret Delights. If you remember, we talked a lot about the light cycle in the first one and how they formed around you and how it's the coolest thing possible is that you have a little stick that you can carry around with you whenever you want, and then you have a cool light cycle. What are the secret delights for this movie?
I mean, I think it's just the costume and prop design overall, like all the glowing stuff. My secret delight is Jeff
Tron's
Bridges'
helmet.
Jeff Bridges outfits specifically.
Yeah.
Like
The
those,
hoodie suit.
yeah, like so freaking clean. But like this is the most opposite of a secret delight, but just reaffirming that this is a delight. It's the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Daft
that's just
Punk,
what it
like
is
because
for me.
obviously you think about it and say, oh my god, Daft Punk, amazing synth music, electronic music, that stuff's great. The orchestration in this is incredible, and the seamless integration of the two together. It's like this shit is so special. Man.
I meant to call this out, and I couldn't find the actual moment in it when this happens. But there's a part of one of their orchestral themes where they're using bass, and you might know more about this. I think if memory serves correctly, they like just for some reason halfway through, at one point when it really starts breaking down, reverse the bass, but it keeps the beat, and it's
sick.
One of the if you listen to the soundtrack, I apologize. I think it's like later in it. It's when shit really starts going down, probably during the plane sequence.
I think the song's called "Son of Flynn."
Dude, it is. It goes bum bum bum, and as it pulls back, it still keeps the beat, but it sounds cooler. Fucking A, give him an Academy Award for that, just retroactively. That is my secret delight by far. I'm gonna listen to that on the way home today.
Hell yeah!
All right,
now it's time to rank the Tron universes, Tron movies. Tron 1 is currently number 1. Do we think Tron Legacy is better than Tron 1? Andy Cortez.
Yeah. But like, you know, I feel like if I had nostalgia for the OG Tron, that I would like it more knowing that it meant something to me in my childhood. These are just both movies that have potential, and I think in any other parallel universe, there would have been a better writing partner with a better director, and these movies would have been so sick. And they're not quite there. They're like as 5 out of 10 movies as you can be. They're just so like, they're run of the mill.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. 5 out of 10 sounds right, and that's such a bummer, man. Because I do think that 5 out of 10 even kind of takes into consideration how cool the things are. Like I think that really, this is probably closer to like a 3 out of 10 movie in my opinion, but so much cool stuff bumps it up a bit. There's a novelty to the first one that I enjoy, but I have the same criticisms of that. So at the end of the day, Daft Punk wins this for me.
I'm going to be with Tim on this. I came in here actually willing to actually defend the first movie over this, just because I found them both to be unfortunately laboriously boring. But if you were to watch this movie without the dialogue and just see the visuals and the Daft Punk soundtrack, I think it would actually be a fucking cool experience. And there are moments that are like that when he's first picked up in the Recognizer, when he's riding his Ducati through the real streets, and you get that bombastic soundtrack. Those moments are very special and very cool. And I'm glad we got them. I just really wish the rest of the movie deserved that. And it unfortunately does not. But I can't in any good grace say that I enjoyed this less than watching Tron 1, which was like tough to get through. But this is not my favorite movie either. So I put this at number 1.
There we go. Currently, number 1's Tron Legacy. Number 2 is Tron. We will find out next week what we think of Tron Ares. And more importantly, what we think of the Nine Inch Nails soundtrack that I have held off on listening to. Till next time. Yeah. Yeah.